Hey, this is Bob here out at Serenity Hill. And it's been a while since I posted anything on YouTube. I've been very busy. A lot of things have happened. A lot of things have changed. As you know, with this COVID-19, there's all kinds of things going on in people's workplaces. It looked like I was going to be safe for about 1 week. I was essential. And then after that, I got laid off. So I'm starting after a while, it all blurs together. Week 3 of being laid off. So I've been taking advantage of that time to get out here and do as much work as I can. Like I said, I haven't posted any videos on YouTube and haven't done a whole lot on Facebook because I've been coming out here and working every day the weather was permitted. I've been out here working, and by the time I get home at night, I'm doing good to get undressed and get in the shower. So, you know, when you've been working a job where I'm a supervisor, so all I do is I carry around a radio on my hip and an iPad in my hand and call people and assign them jobs. So there's not a whole lot that I do at work other than walk around, and I usually walk about 1.5 miles, 1.75 miles during the day, but not enough at one time to really get your breath up. So coming out here every day and working, shoveling, moving dirt, running a trencher, filling trenches in, has been it's been kicking my behind. But here on week 3, I'm starting to get my endurance up a little. I still get sore at night, but yeah, it's been good. I've actually lost a little bit of this belly. Hope I can lose some more. Now all I got to do is stay away from the snack machine when I do go back at work, and maybe that'll help some. At any rate, there's been a lot go on. In the background there, you can see a silver pickup. About a month ago, my poor Sable gave up the ghost. I was actually on my way to Menards to pick up materials to run my water lines from the meter up here to the house site, and the timing belt broke, and there went the engine. They're on the side of the road. So on a Friday vacation day, instead of getting work done, I ended up buying a 2017 Chevy Silverado 4x4 pickup. And boy, has it come in handy. The very first day I had it, I actually used it to rent a trencher to bring out here and dig my trench for putting in my water lines. So so much has changed since last time I posted anything that I thought I'd do a little tour and show you guys what all's been going on and exciting things that are happening. All right, so like I said, there's the truck. I really wasn't looking forward to getting into payments again. The truck blew up, my car rather blew up on me the day after we scheduled the last appointment on Deb's little car. What we've done, show you what I've been working on today. I decided that it's such a pain in the neck backing up and turning around. We're going to be getting trailers. My little red flags may or may not show up here, I don't know. But that brush pile that you see is from the last tree that I was able to cut down. Using my Sawzall, because my chainsaw is in the shop. Thing quit working on me, and it turned out that it was because the electronic module that controlled the spark gave up the ghost. So no wonder I could not get it to restart once it died. At any rate, what I've done here is I've marked out a route and cleared, and we're going to be making a loop in our driveway so that make it a lot easier getting in and out, and make it a lot easier with the trailer. I'll be taking the tent down this weekend because we won't be needing that anymore. I've got water in. I've got my electrical in. Down near the road, I've got a frost-proof hydrant. That way I can water my blackberries and my pine trees that I planted. We had to, that's the former location for our little Harbor Freight garage. I had to move that because this is where we're going to be putting a container so that we can store what we're keeping of our household goods while we're living out here. And we'll be moving in a travel trailer, an RV rather. I scored a surprise deal on a 33-foot Pace Arrow RV, and I'll be picking that up hopefully the end of this week. We'll be bringing that out. I've done some filling in at the house site. We have our water. And here's my water meter vault. I have shut-off valve for a 1/2-inch line that runs to our laundry shed, a 3/4-inch line that's going to provide water for the RV, and then also I put another frost-proof hydrant here. And it's very exciting. I know this is a simple thing, but some of you guys can really relate to how nice it is to be able to do this and get cold, clear, running water. And I was really surprised. The water out here is really nice. I've run electric line out here. I can now charge my batteries out here instead of batteries dying and having to go all the way home to do them. And then of course the foundation for the laundry shed. Underneath here is one of the logs that will be part of a timber frame for the house. As soon as I get my income tax refund, which should be by the end of this week, I'll be buying the materials to finish out the laundry shed. RV panel, 50 and 30 amp supplies, a couple 110 volt outlets. Very handy. And then we moved our laundry shed back here, our garage rather, a little Harbor Freight garage. The thing's come in real handy. Moved it back here behind the house. I've started running my sewer line, and hopefully by the end of this week we'll have a guy coming around to put in our sewer. And the septic system is going to be come out between the two piers at the corner of a house. So bear with me. So like I said, lots of changes going on here, lots of things happening. We're pretty excited about it. Working towards moving out here by the end of this week. I should have a septic tank in, and we'll be moving the RV in. I've got the guy coming out tomorrow. He's going to let me know when he can do my driveway extension. We're also going to widen the driveway to make it easier, be able to park three vehicles abreast, which will be kind of nice. And behind me, you'll see the view that we'll get every day when we come out the door for the RV. I'm standing right about where the door for the RV is going to be. And as you look out behind me, that's what we'll see every day when we wake up and look out and decide it's time to get up moving around. We were planning on buying a travel trailer, but this opportunity came up to buy an RV, and it was just too good to pass up. Lets us get into an RV for about what we were planning on spending on a travel trailer. And RVs tend to be made a little better. Sorry for all the movement. I left my Osmo at home, so I'm having to use a selfie stick. And I'm not that stable even on a good day. It's a beautiful sunny day out, off and on. A little bit cool. Last week I was sweating like crazy, and this week it's cool. So what are some of our plans? Well, as for our plans, what we're planning is to get out here as soon as we can. I'll be picking up that RV hopefully this weekend. It all depends on funds coming through when they're supposed to come through. This coronavirus has kind of slowed some things down because it takes forever to get through to talk to anybody, because there's so few people in offices. But yeah, Deb is back at work. She finished her radiation therapy. We were originally wanting to get out here by the end of April, but with her going through the radiation, and that didn't end until the end of March, and I just really felt like she needed some time to be able to recuperate before we got her out here trying to move. And got lots of work to do at the place where we're moving away from. And I'm gonna move where the sun's a little better. At any rate, we got a lot of things to do at the place we're getting ready to move from. So much stuff to throw away and sort through and decide what we're going to keep and what we're going to get rid of. And decide where we're going to store things. Like I said, we're going to get a Connex 20-foot container to put in here and put things that we do want to keep. But things are happening really, really fast. Like I said, it's amazing. I've been able to get out here, weather permitting, 6 days a week to work. Deb hasn't been out here that much because she's really needing to get her strength back from the radiation therapy. I did end up out here with her Saturday, and she helped me move that Harbor Freight garage. So I worked her pretty hard on Saturday, and she survived it. So we're just really looking forward to getting out here in the woods. Every time we come out here, we just feel so peaceful. And this is the kind of life that we've wanted for a long time, but we were just afraid to strike out and do it. And we just think about it and think about it and think about it and come up with reasons not to, and things just never seemed right to be able to do it. But things are working out well. We've had some obstacles along the way, health obstacles, financial obstacles, time off from work obstacles. That's kind of rectified itself right now with this coronavirus. But I'm just trying to make the most of it while I can and spend as much time working out here as I can before they do call us back to work, because it wouldn't surprise me when we do go back to work that we're doing 7 days a week for a couple months. But if there's anybody that's thinking, well, I don't know, it's such a big step, there's so much uncertainty. You know, we waited until we were 60 years old when we bought this property. This August I'll be 62. I won't tell you how old Deb is. And you know, it's something we thought about and dreamed about for years, and never even thought that it might be possible. And you know, you talk to people who have a little place in town and who think that having a job and having that nice little house in town and having the cars and the boat and having all this stuff. They think that's the secret to happiness. Well, that just wasn't what we wanted. It never has been what we wanted. And I look around out here in the woods, and this is where I've always felt at home. This is always where I've wanted to be. I think it's amazing how God brings people together, because when Deb was like 12 years old, her family took a camping trip. They went, I believe, out to all the way out to Grand Canyon in one of those little pop-up campers. And she fell in love with the cliffs and the rock formations that she saw as they were traveling through the Ozarks. And when I brought her down here to meet family and took her around some of the places in the woods here, back all those years ago, she told me how much she loved this area and how pretty it was. And so I've just really been blessed that way with a wife who enjoys the outdoors. She likes going tent camping. She likes going canoeing. She likes going swimming. Not much on fishing because you have to be patient, you have to be quiet, but she's more of an action type person. But she's excited about it. I'm excited about it. And we're looking forward to getting the travel trailer, getting the RV and getting that out here by the end of this week. Man, so many things happening all at once. Hopefully by the end of this week, we'll have the driveway extension done. And then next week, he'll be bringing out another load of his clay and gravel to put out here, probably a couple more loads for the extension and for widening the drive. By the end of a week, we should have our septic system in. Hopefully it'll be in by the time we bring the RV out here. And then once we get that RV, I don't see in the background that little green thing, that's Deb's potty tent. That will be coming down, because once we have an RV out here, she won't have to go squat on that little thing above the ground. So she'll have a little luxury then. And once we do get the RV in here, then comes the work of putting up fence for the dogs. I know people have told us, well, you'll be going out there in the woods, you can just let your dogs roam. And we have never done that. I see too many dogs dead on the side of the road. I hear dogs being mistreated when they get onto someone's property. Dogs getting in fights with other dogs. And I just prefer to have them in a fenced-in yard, or fenced-in area where they can just roam freely, and I don't have to worry about them getting out into the road and getting hit. And I don't have to worry about stray dogs running through and deciding to come on my property and get into a tussle with my dogs. So that's where we're going. Like I said, it's going to take us a few weeks to get the place in town squared away. I would say by the end of April, very easily, we could be starting to live out here. There's still a lot of stuff that we're going to have to take care of where we're living in town before we turn the keys over to the landlady. And she's been really, really good to us, and she deserves more than just a few days notice that we're going to be leaving. So trying to do things the right way, in an honorable way, and then get our vehicles all moved out here. That's going to be fun, especially since I don't have my old truck roadworthy yet. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Maybe I'll get lucky and be able to sell it before I have to get it all finished up. Maybe find somebody who wants a nearly finished project to work on. because the Lord knows right now I do not have time for a project truck. That is for sure. But it's been a blessing. Like I said, the last month, I think it's probably been almost 2 months since I last posted a video. But with me not working right now, I've been taking advantage of that time off to be out here every day working on the place, trying to get things finalized so we can get moved out. I guess that's enough rambling for today. We'll post some more, maybe do some video of the dozer guy clearing my driveway and doing some more leveling for us, and have to show the triumphal entry of the RV and our septic install. We're getting really excited because what we've been working so hard for the past 2 years is finally starting to come to be, and it's just really, really exciting. And I'm looking forward to getting out here, getting this house built, and being able to get a garden going. And I'm going to find some time from time to time to do some work on clearing the area for the garden and work on amending soil. I don't really see us being able to do much garden-wise until next year, but that's one of the things that's coming. But first is to get the house built, because I think having 2 adults, 2 Labrador retrievers, and 2 cats in a 34-foot RV is going to test our nerves a little bit over the next year or so. Well, that's it for now. Again, this is Bob out at Serenity Hill, turning this piece of woods into a homestead, living the life, and thoroughly enjoying ourselves. Till next time,